What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, another episode of Transition Tuesdays. For this Tuesday, March the 31st, 2020, I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. I'm quite aware you could have been anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with me, and I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Gregory on the check-in. What's on, Gregory? What's up, Gregory? What's up, Richie? What's up, John? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As my camera is slipping here a little bit, my apologies on that. There we go. All right, now we're in focus now. Good. Hey, guys, how's everybody doing out there here on this last day of Tuesday, last day of the month of March, about to head into April? Still struggling with this coronavirus mandates and everything. It's been crazy. It's been crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure I'm not alone in that case as well. But before we talk about that and other things, I just want to talk about, and I always like to lead with my intentions for the show. And my intentions are to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life's transition. Okay, so that's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. And that's my intention from the jump. Always will be my intentions for this show, Transition Tuesdays. So, like I mentioned, we're talking about the conversation is coronavirus. And we got Chris joining in the check-in. What's up, Uncle Smoothie? So, it's been crazy. It's been crazy here. If you guys don't know, I live here in Queens, New York. And, the COVID-19 is really the epicenter for the virus here. And it's been crazy here. I'm sure everybody's been watching on TV Elmhurst Hospital, which is maybe like less than 2 miles away from my home. The outbreak, the deaths there with the Corona-19 and everything there. It's been crazy here in New York. It's been crazy here in Queens. I think people have to really take responsibility for their actions and practice staying indoors. I think that is so important. As my man Chris says, be safe, bro. Yes, trying to, my man. But people have to be responsible out there. We got Al joining us. What's going on, Al? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. So, it's all about being responsible. And I look out my window, in the park here that we have here, and it's gotten so bad. They had to take down the rims, the full court rims, because people weren't practicing social, being responsible, social distancing, weren't practicing that. So they had to remove the rims from the courts here. Sometimes I question these parents who bring their kids out to play in the park. I mean, they're sitting on these benches, they're playing on these swings and and all these slides and everything. Heck. These parks weren't clean, before the virus hit. So, I'm sure they're not being maintained the way they can be. So, parents maybe got to give that some thought. If kids gonna come out, because people can come out, but you got to give it some thought on where your kids should be playing. I wouldn't recommend playing in the park, the density of a park. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. So I hate to see that, outside here. When I do see that, a lot of times, the sirens are going on, throughout the nighttime, and I'm sure they're headed to Elmhurst Hospital. So I have a little, it's kind of tough, kind of tough with that. But hey, you got to survive. You got to be there for others, and you got to take responsibility. You got to be more responsible out there because again, this virus isn't immune to anybody. Anybody can catch this virus. We got Keisha joining us. What's up, cuz? What's going on? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. And like I mentioned, no one is exempt from it. I'm seeing now that, the owner of the Knicks, James Dolan, he has now come down with coronavirus. We have Chris Cuomo, who is the governor's brother, who's on CNN. He has come down with coronavirus. So it's all about, self-distancing, being safe, being responsible out there, and because a lot is at stake. So like the theory is going here in New York, they're basically saying, stay home and save a life, and that's what it's gone down to. And people are really, we're getting the gist of this virus because it's not just hitting, just not affecting older people, it's affecting younger people as well. It's affecting everybody. So no one is exempt from it. No one is exempt from it. As John says, stay safe up there. Take care of your mom and family. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and I'm glad you made that point there, John, because I take care of my mom, who's elderly, as we all know, Miss May. Shout out to Miss May. She's saying hello to you guys from a distance. We're keeping our distance as well, because I just want to be safe for her. So, but yeah, it's all about, taking care of your family. In my case, taking care of my mom, who's elderly, taking care of her family as well. And speaking of family, I have family in New Orleans, Louisiana, and that's been a hotbed of this virus as well. So, I pray for my kids. My two daughters are there. So I just pray everybody's going to be okay and everybody's going to be safe. Everybody's going to be safe. We got my man Malik Means joining us, the EP extraordinaire of the Russ and Kaylanice Experience, featuring my man, the EP, Malik Means. What's up, Malik? Glad to have you, my man. We got Lewis joining us, and I'm going to talk more about the podcast a little later on, too, so just stay tuned for that. We got Lewis joining us. What's going on, Lewis? Welcome to Transition Tuesday. What's going on, cuz? I haven't talked to you in a long time. You're like our resident lawyer, man, here, man. Good to have you back here, Lewis. Good to have you back, my man. Perfect. So, yeah, guys. So, it's been crazy here in New York. I don't know. I know we have a lot of people checking in from all different parts of the country. Let me know how it's going on in your neck of the woods in terms of, what's going on with this coronavirus. Is like a in-place shelter in place for you guys in your cities, like it is here in New York. It gets, it's not martial law. People can come out to, either go grocery shopping or head to your banks or get some fresh air, just as long as you institute social distancing. We got Kelly joining us. What's going on, cuz? What's going on, cuz? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. So, yeah, it's all about being responsible. But I would like to see, everybody we have on there, how you guys are coping with this. Are you getting cabin fever? What's going on here? What John says, like to listen to Russ, but okay. But the governor of New Mexico is bringing in some breaking news. All right, I got you. Hey, take care of that, John. I understand you got to break free. Take care of that. Yes, listen to those governors. We got, is that Sharon Turner joining us? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome. As John had to leave us because he's listening to his governor. And that brings me to another point. I think a lot of people are getting their marching orders from their governors, from their mayors. Like I mentioned last week, I know Governor Cuomo, he's doing a bang-up job. And I think a lot of people across the country is listening to Cuomo and he's dealing with it than what they're doing there in the federal government up in the White House. So, but listen to your local officials. They have the information. They have the leadership that'll get you over the top. And I know, Cuomo's doing a great job. Great job. As Chris says, can we get Uncle Smoothie on the show? We had you on this show here, Transition Tuesdays. But Uncle Smoothie, we're going to have you on the show. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to have you on the Russ and Kaylanice Experience. So stay tuned for that. We got my man Calvin joining us. Howard's finest joining us. New Orleans finest joining us here on Transition Tuesday. What up, CT? Great having you, my man. How's everything down there in New Orleans, man? I've seen this being a big epidemic and outbreak there in New Orleans. How are you doing there, Cal? How's everybody doing out there in New Orleans, man? Just reach out to me. Tell me how everything is going, man, and how you're holding up there. We got Raymond joining us. What's going on, Raymond? Thank you for joining us for Transition Tuesdays. Appreciate having you all. So, yeah, like I mentioned, guys, it's hectic here. I don't know what's going on in your neck of the woods, but I love to find out what's going on. Maybe we can have like a little progress report going on as we're doing the show here. We got Janice joining us, my Jasper sister. And I just want to stress this. And Janice, I'm glad that you're on. Janice is a teacher. And I see she was sharing like the different techniques on how to do training online and stuff like that, just sharing ideas. Janice, you are doing a bang-up job. I appreciate what you're doing out there, Janice. You are making a difference. Janice. I see you out there. Thank you so much, Janice. I appreciate you. So yeah, again, it's crazy in New York, but again, we're gonna get through this all. especially here in New York, they instituted, we have to stay in and everything like that. So what I want to do, guys, I have you guys, and I want to give you guys some 3 game plan steps to take when you're worrying about infection, like, the infection from like the takeout foods and like from groceries as well. Because here in New York, people, you can't go to the restaurants, so you have to order takeout, or also groceries are being delivered from the supermarkets to the home. So I want to give you guys some 3 game plan steps that can help you out in this process. Okay, so GPS number 1: when you get your food, especially from a takeout, dispense your food delivery packaging. Dispose. Dispose your food delivery packaging. Okay, especially when it comes from takeout. So like when you're ordering in, right? Practice social distancing with the delivery person. And maybe you might have to have them leave the food at the door. Maybe it might be prepaid. Maybe that might be the way to go. Okay, so maybe do that. Okay, and also let's say if you have to handle some money there. Okay, when you're handling money, always wash your hands after you receive money. Now, in case what I do is, when I'm answering the door, what have you, and if I'm going to have some money exchange, I always have my gloves on. So that can alleviate that issue. And again, so when you have your money and you put your money away, even though you have gloves, once you remove the gloves, I recommend you wash your hands as well there too. Okay, as well, you do that as well. So now, because cash can be like a major vehicle for viruses to spread. So you definitely want to wash your hands after you hold on to some money, change, money, currency like that. You should definitely do that. I even recommend too, like if you're using a credit card as well, just wash your hands after that. Any currency that's being exchanged, definitely wash your hands. I recommend doing that. GPS number 2: unpack groceries safely. So let's say you get your groceries from the store and they come. So what you can do is just put it on a surface in which you're going to disinfect that surface when you're done. But you can take the groceries, put it on a surface. When you're taking the groceries out of the bag, make sure you wipe down the cans. Let's say you wipe down the containers in which it comes in with the disinfectant wipe. If you don't have any of those, because those are hard to come by here, I know, especially in the supermarkets, you can also use soap and water. You can use like disinfectant, like they have like the wet wipes type of deal. You can use that. I've been using that since I don't have the disinfectant wipes. I do that. And this will reduce the risk of exposure when you're doing that. So I do recommend that. And again, I recommend also is when you're done with that bag that was being delivered to you, throw away that bag instantly. Okay, make sure you do that. Then GPS number 3, wash fresh produce. Okay, so these produce, like greens, collard greens, something like that, cabbage, all these things, they might come in the bags. Okay, so when you get the bags, make sure you do this couple of things. Okay, you wash your hands first with soap and water, and then you're going to run cold water over your produce. Okay, that's important. Okay, and then when you're done with that, you're going to place your produce on paper towels or a wet cloth or wet dishcloth. Okay, I mean a dry dishcloth. Pardon me, dry. Everything's going to be dry, so you're going to do that. And I'm sure you guys are practicing this already, because as you guys know, you should wash the produce. Virus or not, you should be washing the produce, but you should just continue to do these steps, these 3 steps. So hopefully these 3 game plan steps will help you when you're carrying about, food that you might have from takeouts and groceries. So again, I'll just recap. GPS number 1, dispose of food delivery packaging. GPS number 2, unpack groceries safely. And GPS number 3, wash fresh produce. Okay, so important that you do that. So that can help alleviate some anxiety that you might have, especially if you're ordering out, because again, people are making deliveries, and they're doing that with groceries too. I know in the South they call that making groceries when you actually go out and shop, but you're making groceries here, up north or wherever where you may be. So that's these are good guidelines to follow when you're doing that, when you're getting your food like that via takeout or deliveries. Practice these guidelines, and because again, you want to be safe and you want to be responsible out there. Yep. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to promote some good news. I mean, it's time for some good news, right? We got the loom and doom, what's going on with all this coronavirus stuff. I just want to promote some good news here today. I just came over the wire. Now, ESPN 10-part documentary series, The Last Dance. That's about the Chicago Bulls, the NBA Chicago Bulls. Now, it's going to premiere. That documentary has been pushed up to April 19th. April 19th. And that's good news because everybody's at home. Everybody can watch this. This was scheduled to come out in June. Now, if you guys remember, if you were on the show, if you heard the show last week, I talked about maybe pushing it up. So I know somebody from ESPN was watching Transition Tuesdays last week. They was listening and they heard us and now they have pushed it up. So I'm very appreciative of that. I'm so appreciative of that. And again, that shows you the power of Transition Tuesdays. That shows you the power of it. So here's the breakdown schedule on when they're going to be having the documentary, The Last Dance. Now, the first one is going to be shown on April 19th, and they're going to show 2 episodes each time they show it. So April 19th, that's going to be on a Sunday, have episodes 1 and 2. Then the following week, so again, it's going to be shown every Sunday. April 26th, you have episodes 3 and 4. May 3rd, you're going to have episodes 5 and 6. Followed by May the 10th, episodes 8 and 9. And then the last one is going to be May the 17th, episodes 9 and 10. So that's going to give us the full breakdown. So it's going to be through April 19th through May the 17th. We got my man Phil Boo Lane, one of Manhattan College's finest, joining us. What's going on, Boo? What's going on there, man, in the DMV area, man? What's going on with you, man? How's everything going out there? So yeah, again, so this is good news for everybody. They have pushed it up. They have pushed up the scheduling. We're going to now see this Last Dance, this 10-part documentary, which is going to be a who's who of people. I know everybody who was involved in that process is going to be there interviewed and everything. And I'm willing to bet that shows on ESPN, they're probably going to have via Zoom or Skype, probably like those people who are going to be part of those episodes. They're probably going to have like a recap, I would imagine, each Monday after each showing. I mean, it makes sense. Maybe have a Skype or have a view of those people who are intricate parts of those particular episodes. I like to see that. I sign up for that. I love to see that. So, I'm getting excited about that. And I just want to say to you guys, you're welcome for that. All right? That's what the power of Transition Tuesdays. We made that happen. We made ESPN. They took notice of what we were talking about last week, and they have pushed it up for our viewing pleasure. We appreciate that, ESPN. And also, man, being about, talking about entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta talk about this. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I know a lot of people have been watching this show on Netflix called Tiger King. Have you guys seen this show? We got Steven joining us. What's going on, Steven? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Now, again, Tiger King on Netflix. Have you guys seen this show? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's like a train wreck. You gotta see it. You just can't help watching it. You gotta watch it. You gotta stay with it. This show is the #1 viewed show in the United States on Netflix. Tiger King. If you haven't seen it, now here's the couple of complaints about it that I've been talking to people about who haven't seen the whole thing, and I'm gonna give you some little assistance with that. Now, I've been talking to a number of people who say, man, Russ, I don't know, I can't watch all 7 installments of this show. I'm on episode 2. Here's my deal, guys, and I'm gonna give you guys a little tip. Okay, stick with it. I was the same way. I saw episode 2 and I was like, where's this thing going? I don't think I want to watch this. I recommend you stick with it. You have to see this show, Tiger King. I don't work for Netflix or anything like that, but it has kept me entertained. It's a good escapism from the everyday what's going on out here. I do recommend the show Tiger King. I recommend, what we could watch tonight. and I do recommend watching that tonight. Tiger King, Netflix, Tiger King. I mean, it is just nuts. It's just nuts. Again, it's just, stick with it. Again, if you're on episode 1, episode 2, stick with it. Watch the rest of the episodes. We got Cynthia says, where is May tonight? Hey, Cynthia, yeah, my mom, we're practicing social distancing, so my mom, she's taking it easy in the other room. So, she's not on air tonight, but she says hello to you and everybody out there. So thank you for asking about that, Cynthia. Really appreciate it. My mom says hello to you as well. As I yell, hey, Mom, Cynthia says hello to you, okay? All right, she's waving in the background. She says thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much. So, again, Netflix, if you haven't seen it, if you've seen this show, Tiger King, ladies and gentlemen out there, what are your thoughts on this show? Is it is the service purpose as a good distraction? Let me know, because I'm willing to. I want to have some discussion about Tiger King, because again, the show was crazy. I mean, I know Chris was on here early, and we were having a conversation with him and his wife Leah. We were talking about the show Tiger King. It did the trick for me. It did the trick for us. Just trying to see what it does for you guys. I do recommend that show, Tiger King. Again, I don't get paid from Netflix. I wish I did, but this is a show that you have to see. This is a must show that you do have to see. You got to see this show. I mean, it's just great. It's a great diversion of what we're going through with this coronavirus. I do recommend you see it. It's crazy. I know they've been advertising as like murder, mayhem, and madness. I mean, it sums that. Those 3 descriptions of the show sums it up a great deal. Check that out. I give it a thumbs up, for the version and everything like that. You got to see this show. You got to see this show. Got to see it. Got to see it. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, we got Kelly saying, hey, what's going on, Kelly? What's going on? Hey, Kelly, what's going on there in Maryland? Everything going okay there? I know I see that your governor is doing a great job there, too. Kelly says, yeah, she tried watching it. Hey, Kelly, stick with it. I know you tried watching Tiger King. Stick with it. You got to stick with it. Okay? So Kelly says, she tried watching it, but she was like, what the F is this? Yeah, I know. Hey, Kelly. Trust me. Trust your cousin on this one. Trust your big cousin on this one. Stick with it. Continue watching. So I don't know what episode you on, but continue watching. Watch it throughout. You'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you did. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, if I was able to make you laugh, smile, or think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. As Annette is checking in with us from the D. What up, though, from the D, cuz? What's going on? I know you guys have had like a big outbreak of the coronavirus. Hoping you stay safe and sound in the D. Please tell everybody I said hello. Please watch it. Please, just please take it easy there. So Kelly says, just continue the conversation. Kelly says, I watched 10 minutes. Kelly, no, you got to watch more than that. You got to watch the episodes, Kelly. Trust me. Trust your big cuz on this. You got to stick with it. Stick with it. Let's see. Kelly says, let's talk cover in NYC. What do you mean by that, Kel? Be more specific on that. What do you mean by that? Oh, Corona. Okay. Yo, yeah. You just joined us, Kelly. So yeah, we've been talking about the coronavirus. Again, this is here in New York City. We've been talking about how it's the epicenter here in New York City, but everybody who is here is, just got to be safe and responsible. It does look scary out there, like you're saying, Kelly. It does look scary, but, we've been advised to stay home. So you have to be responsible, be a responsible person, and stay home as well. We got KK joining us. What's going on, KK? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Annette says, I would do so. We're trying to do our best we can. And you guys stay safe, too, as well. Yes, we are, Kel. We are, Annette. Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, it's been an epidemic, especially again here in New York, but like different pockets of the country. I know Michigan is struggling too. Yeah. So Annette, you stay safe as well. You stay safe. And Kelly says, yeah, they're really putting bodies in trucks like that. Yeah, that's that visualization that you saw there, Kelly. That's coming from Elmhurst Hospital, which is like less than 2 miles away from here. They've been over flooded with the amounts of cases, that particular hospital. So yeah, it's been tough. So, but I know the National Guard has been called in on the cruise ship, the cruise ship Comfort, that's being near the Jacob Javits Center. So what we're doing here in New York is, and again, the Governor Cuomo's doing a bang up job. He's doing an excellent job. We're getting prepared for the onslaught of cases that's about to spike because of the testing. Is people is about to get tested, so the spike is going to go up. But I think with the leadership of Cuomo, we're prepared for the onslaught of people that's going to be going to the hospitals. So I think we're definitely prepared out there too. So Kelly says, please stay safe. Absolutely, we'll do. We're definitely doing that. I know Kelly says her heart aches. Yes, yep. It's all about being safe. It's all about being responsible, not just here in New York and everywhere that you are. Because we can be carrying a virus and not even know it. That's why it's important for self-distancing. That is so important. As KK says, hey Russ, the NYC streets being so empty, it's a strange thing, but restrictions got for safety's sake is a better choice than the other options. Absolutely. No doubt about that, KK. It's better to be safe than sorry. As Kelly says, Cuomo, I love him. Yeah, he's doing a good job. And not the sad part, but his brother Chris Cuomo has just been diagnosed with coronavirus, who's on CNN. But the governor has been doing a bang up job. I know he's been talking about recently how he's not going to run for president. I saw him on the interview with his brother yesterday about Chris Cuomo. He was talking. Andrew Cuomo was talking about he's not going to run for president, but if he's not careful, man, he might get a lot of write-in ballots for president. I mean, he is doing such a great job. We got Tanya joining us. What's going on, Tanya? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Love having you. Glad you're here for the discussion. So yeah, that's what's going on here in New York. But everybody out there, please be safe. Be safe out there. Be safe. As KK says, I think Cuomo should run for president, but he doesn't want to run. He's not even considering it. Yeah, I saw that last night, KK, on the news. He was talking to his brother. He was saying he's not considering it. He's in a leadership position and he's just doing an awesome job. He's just doing an awesome job. And, not only New York is looking at him, but across the country is looking at his leadership. And, he's doing a bang up job in this crisis. He's doing a great job. So, yeah. We got Coach Dave Crenshaw joining us. What's going on, Coach? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome. Yep. Yeah. So everybody else, I'm giving you updates about what's going on here in New York as Matt Fernandez, McClancy's finest, and my good friend is here on Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, Matt. Appreciate having you, man. As Annette says, this is crazy stuff. It is crazy stuff. There's crazy times in which we're living in. But again, I mean, the responsibility is up to us. We have an opportunity to, keep down the numbers by being safe and responsible. And, just in the case here in New York, just staying home to save lives. So we can really be the dictators of how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. By being safe and being responsible and practicing social distancing. I think we got the remedy. We know exactly what we have to do. It's just a matter of doing that. But I look out my window sometimes and it's distressing because, I see people still playing in the park. I still people still trying to make crowds with people. But the one credit that the police are doing here in New York is they're dispersing these crowds. Once they see like large crowds, maybe submerged, like maybe people playing soccer out here, stuff like that, they break those up instantly. So I got to give them credit on that. KK says, I understand his choice running a country is different than running just for state. Yeah, that's true. But again, he's been in politics, and his dad, Mario Cuomo, he was in politics for years. So maybe he doesn't want to take on that responsibility at KK. It's a tough task, but his leadership is definitely needed, and he's showing he'll be a great leader here with us here in New York State, the Albany State, and the 5 boroughs. We got Kathy joining us. What's going on, Kathy? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome. So yeah, great conversation, great discussion. What's going on? And again, like I was mentioning before, if I was able to make you laugh, smile, or think during this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory, man. I'm celebrating the victory. You guys coming on, checking out the show and being a part of the show each and every week. I really celebrate that. I celebrate, I just celebrate the little things. You got to celebrate the little things. Take the time to celebrate the little things, especially in the times in which we're living in. Celebrate life. Celebrate, people's lives. If you haven't reached out to people, like you guys are reaching out to me, and I greatly appreciate that too from the bottom of my heart. Reach out to somebody who maybe you didn't hear from in a while. Reach out. This might give you the greatest opportunity to celebrate your victory, to reach out to somebody that, that might want to hear from you because of what's going on with the situation with the coronavirus. Reach out to people. I recommend that. So if you could take that and you can use that as a victory, I hope you do so. I hope you do so. As KK says, he's just a New Yorker through and through. That is true, KK. Yep, you talk about Cuomo, right? He is a New Yorker. Yeah, and the crazy thing about, well, not the crazy thing, but the funny thing about Cuomo is he gives it to you straight. Like he's giving us, the truth about matters. He's not mixing any words. He's giving it to you like New York style. Straight up, no chaser. That's what we do here in New York. We give it to you straight up, no chaser. Cuomo is definitely giving it to us that way. Definitely giving it to us that way. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching Transition Tuesdays, and I want you guys to continue to connect with me. Just hit me up on Instagram. I'm at rwilltransitions with an S. That's going to be the soon-be name of my consulting company. So rwill transitions. Hit me up there. Tell a friend to check out the show on Transition Tuesdays. You can always friend me here on Facebook at Russ Williams as well. Please do that. Would love to have you guys, continue on. Again, when I'm done here today, I always post the show on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesdays, so you can always check that out if you missed us. As KK says, thank you for doing this. Many people need an outlet like this. Hey, that's what I'm here for, KK. It's always good to laugh. It's always good to smile. It's always good to think. And if I made that part of your ritual today, KK, I appreciate that. No problem. No, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy bringing it out to the masses and, just having a little outlet like this, for people. It's good for me and it works for me and hopefully it's working for everybody out there. So I appreciate that, KK. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As KK says, based on our conversation we just had, KK says, yes, Cuomo is definitely a straight shooter. I like that. Yes, we like that. We like that here. And American public should like that too. You want somebody who's going to give you facts. We're getting facts. We're getting distorted facts other places, but you get the facts here with Cuomo. You get the facts here. But I will regress on that. I will digress on that one. I will digress. So yeah, again, so I'm glad you guys are watching this. And again, if you missed us here, that's fine. But hey, look, I'm also part of a podcast. My man Malik was on here. He's my EP. Okay, we have the Russ and Kayla Niece experience. Okay, when we're done here today, guys, when you guys are done here today, when you get your fill of Transition Tuesdays, you can go to the podcast, the Russ and Kayla Niece Experience. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify. We're on major podcast platforms. Check us out. Okay, check us out. I'm anxious to hear what you guys think of the show. We're on episode 7. Episode 7 is locked and loaded. It's on elder care. Okay, if this is, what we're doing now, what I do, I take care of my mom, with elder care, what have you. I recommend you take a listen to that episode on the Russ and Kayla Niece Experience. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Please do. Check that out, okay? And again, like when you do go on there, and here's what I want you guys to do for me if you can do something for me. When you go on there, subscribe. You can always subscribe, okay? It's free to do. Subscribe, share the podcast with everybody, each and everybody. Share it. You can also send me an email. You can send us an email at russandkaylaniece@gmail.com. Russ is spelled R-U-S-S. The word A-N-D. Kayla Niece, K-L-E-N-E-S-E at gmail.com. One word, Russ and Kaylani's Experience. Please give us your comments, give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. I want you guys to be a part of the experience. We're having a great time. We're having a great time there on the show, on the podcast. We're having special guests. We're having a lot of banter. We're having a lot of fun. You see me in a different light than you do here on Transition Tuesdays. I definitely hope you check that out. KK says, have shared. Hopefully, many more will join us. This is great. Thank you, KK. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind sentiments. I appreciate that. So before we check out, guys, I just want to do one more thing. As KK says, what are the other social media platforms you on? We'll get on it. Okay. Hey, KK, I appreciate that. I'm also on Twitter too at All Will Transition, singular. All Will Transition. Couldn't get the S in there, but I'm also on Twitter. Again, I'm on Instagram on All Will Transitions with an S. And again, as you see, we're on Facebook as well. So those are the different outlets as well that you can check me out. So before we go, guys, I introduced it, implemented it last week, and I want to do it again with you guys, okay? In this time, for me, what's been helpful for me is meditation, guys. So what I want to do is I just want to give you a little exercise that I've been doing. I just want to share with you, and then I want you guys to, to just do the little exercise with me, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. You take your right hand, put it over your heart. Your left hand, put it over on your stomach. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale for 5 seconds. Then I'm going to exhale for 6 seconds. Okay, here we go. All right, I felt good. Now I want you to try, okay, guys? So again, okay, and no cheating, okay? I want you to do it, okay? Right hand over your heart. Left hand over your stomach. Okay, you're going to inhale for 5 seconds, and then you're going to exhale for 6 seconds, okay? Ready? I'll count it out for you. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Good. All right. And you guys will see when you do the meditation, which has been beneficial for me. I think if you take maybe 10, 15 minutes to give yourself some time for yourself. And I recommend meditation, that little exercise there. You'll feel that in your chest. You'll feel that in your stomach. You'll get rid of those negative toxins that you have when you're breathing in and you're exhaling that out. I recommend for each and everybody out there. As Kay says, yep, Instagram. Yes, All Will Transitions. Yes, that is it, KK. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, so just link up with me, guys. There, hit me up there. Love to contact you guys. Would love to keep the conversation going until next week. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and I'll talk to you soon. And please, guys, each and everybody out there, please be safe. Be safe out there. Talk to you next week. Take care, everybody.